Hey, what's good guys, it's Ben from Parker Baits and you join me at Parker Baits HQ. Now it's early hours of the morning, it's freezing cold, I've got about 10-15 orders to do. I'm going to get them out and then I'm going to head to the famous Sandhurst. I can't wait, I'm going to bring you on my journey. Hey, orders done. And I had to nick some of these bad boys topped up on the high vises because I want to use some yellows while I'm up there. Orders are just there, so thanks very much who made orders last night. You're going to be receiving this tomorrow. And on that note guys, if you don't know who Parker Baits are, maybe this is the first time you've watched our YouTube channel, join the Parker Baits wave. Go over to our social medias. On a daily basis we're talking about our bait, why we do it, the reasons, the thoughts processes behind it, our steaming processes, our dusting processes. We're a family run business and it's all done in-house as well. So yeah, like I said, if you do get 5 minutes, check out our social medias. But without further ado, I'm going to head to McDonald's now. Get myself a coffee, get myself a McMuffin. I'm going to head to Sandhurst. Oh boy, I can't wait. I'll see you in a bit. We got the coffee, we got the Mackies. Now we head to Sandhurst. We're here. Traffic wasn't too bad to be fair. So I'm going to get parked up, and first thing I'm going to do before I do anything is have a little walk round, grab a bucket and have a little wander, see if I can see any fish and then go from there. There she is. Ooh, exciting stuff. Well, you won't believe where I am, and they call these the bridge swims. I've never fished this peg before, I've always wanted to, but you've got the pipe swims over there which are famous for doing big fish. You've got 3 bivvies along the back there, nothing from here all the way down, nothing all the way over here, all the way up until this point, and then obviously the 2 pipe swims and the one in the middle. 1, 2 and 3 I think are open as well. So yeah, the joys of turning up midweek. Never ever seen it like this before, to be brutally honest with you. It's been cruel to me, this place. Last 2 times I've come up here I've lost 2 fish, so hopefully 3rd time lucky. And I think T will then probably drop in next to me. Look at that, it's all looking good, isn't it? Well, that's the first trip done, and I'm definitely settled for this. I think, like I said, I think it's the bridge swim. I sat here for about another 25 minutes after that last clip, and I saw a lot of fizzing in line with this and just to the left of it, but quite close in, and I mean not just 1 or 2 patches, quite a fizz patch, so that's reassuring. Sort of just off the back, probably a rod lengths, 2 rod lengths in front of that swan now is where it was. So yeah, one more run. I'm going to get it all over first and then start playing about with stuff and then go from there. So that's a plan of action. I'll see you in a bit. Well, that's it, shock leader's taken off because you're not allowed them here, and just straight up I'm fishing. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. Rod's there ready to go, haven't done anything with them yet. I've literally just put the bank sticks in, and I keep seeing fizzing quite close in, just off the back of that sort of light to dark there. But bivvy's all set up now. That's brilliant. That cost me £34 by the way. It's in a Vanta one, I bought off Angling Direct. It cost me 34 quid, a bed chair buddy I think you call them. That has saved my back. I'm never going to get bivvy back again. All set up here, lovely backdrop and stuff. This particular bit, you come across a bridge, and this bit here, this bit across the back, you're not allowed to fish. There's signs up and everything, so if you are coming down you do fish in these pegs, keep an eye out for that. But yeah, there we are, that's looking naughty. That's even looking naughtier. Should probably start thinking now about having a little look at that out there and sussing out what I'm going to do. But the wind's trickling down that way. Come on. Hey, well, believe it or not, I've actually got my t-shirt on, but that's 2 rods out. I'm not going to put the 3rd one out just yet, I'm just going to watch the water. But I've put both of them on that spot. I then awaited about 45 minutes just to see where everything were. I think because one of them had a tiny little mesh bag full of mini mix pellets soaked in the flat spot. So that's left hand rod, middle rod's just on a single, and then I've put 10 spoms over the top of chops in the flat spot. So loads of chops, fresh chops as well. Yes, I love this place because you're only allowed fresh boilies, freezer baits, no shelf life allowed. So we come into play perfectly there, being that we're cooking things on a weekly basis. And that was actually cooked beginning of the week, so you ain't getting much fresher than that. So 10 spoms on the money, 2 rods on the money as well. They must be that far apart. And I don't want to give myself any jump the gun, but I got 10 spoms absolutely perfect, and not one of them, touch wood, not one of them went off target, if you like. They are literally perfect. So 2 rods on the money, 10 spoms on the money. Where I saw that fizzing as well, but it did take me a few casts, I'm not going to lie, to leading about to find that. Probably about 8-9 casts, which wasn't ideal, but needs must. I'm here for 3 nights as well, so now I've found that spot, I know I can keep it as clear as clear. It's about 2 rod lengths wide as well, which is quite a wide spot, but it's not very big, as in width, it's not very big. So I'm going to leave it at that now, watch the water for the foreseeable, unless I see anything, and then that right hand rod will be going straight on a shallow fish. Or I have found a spot, funnily enough, 13 wraps, which is the other one, which is on 13 wraps as well, more to the right, but up against a single naked, looks like a willow tree the other side. It's a white tree, so that's probably where I'm going to put that one on a bag tonight. So I've already found that. Being that I didn't want to be leading around later, I'd rather get the leading done in one hit, instead of going, right, okay, now to be that third, right, I'm going to smash the swim apart a bit more. Now I'd rather just go, right, tink, yeah, lovely, because I've smashed it apart already. So there it is, that's where I'm at the moment. Fingers crossed, come on the carp, and come on the Parker baits. Well, whilst watching the ducks, coots dive down on my bait. I'm sat here now and I'm about to eat my sandwich. I got this chicken bacon lettuce, coffee, lovely jubbly. Just gone 4:15 at the moment, and yeah, the sun to my right slowly dropping down fast. Tea's not here yet. Reeled all my rods in and then went to my car. I needed to find some leads, so I've now put one out on a PVA bag, one on a straight up my normal fluorocarbon. It's probably about 12 inches to be fair. I'm fishing a slightly longer one just in case there is any debris, and what I've done is on that particular one I've put foam on, but I've pinched it on and it's come off immediately because I've seen it. And on that one I've got a little whittled down high-vis pop-up, but it's probably half the size of a bit of sweet corn, but it's literally sat off the back of this D-rig and it just sits lovely. It's a big hook little bait, so that's straight up on its own. And then my left hand rod, I've got an OG fruit nut wafter, again cut it in half, and that's sitting exactly the same over the top of that size 4 wide gate, again exactly the same fluorocarbon link, about 12 inches, something like that. And that's on the left hand rod. I've got a lovely donk on both of them, so now I'm fishing. It was clear as day earlier that the coots were over the top of me and they were fizzing it up, so I know it's 100% clear out there, although there's a lot of weed out in front of me. This bit's clear. I'm not going to put any more bait. I've put 10 spoms out since I've been here. I'm going to leave it at 10 spoms today, I think, and then maybe have a look at it again tomorrow. The right hand rod, obviously, like I said, I'm just going to fish that on a bag, so I'm going to let you know, see how that goes. But what I will do is I'll update you, obviously, if any rod goes. Obviously I'll go into more detail about that rig, what I've done, hook baits, etc., and then go from there. But now to sit back, because I'm not going to be reeling them rods in now till the morning, so I can just watch now and observe. And I think that's the bailiff the other side now coming round, so that'd be nice. And see you in a bit. Tea is very close apparently. That sun is next to nearly gone over the back there. It's going to be dark soon, but it's definitely getting lighter for longer now, which is nice. But yeah, rods on the dance floor, baby, and hopefully T's here very soon. Wow, T's here now, and it is pitch black, so he's setting up in the dark, but 3 degrees, it's pretty cold. And it's getting colder, going to minuses tonight, so not ideal, but like I said, from tomorrow it starts warming up. Foodie bits, and I've got chili con carne tonight, which I'm quite looking forward to. ring pull on the top there, and my favourite rice. So I'm going to mix the two together. I'm not going to record that, but I'll probably show you the end result. Alright, you ready for this? Oh Jesus, nearly went. I'm not really getting a gauge, but yeah, I've just mashed all the rice in with the chili con carne. I know it looks a bit like cat sick, but I've got the KPs in the background there to keep me going. But yeah, dinner tonight with a view. Well, black, but I can still see bits. Yum yum. Pudding. And if you're wondering what's in there, they're crunchy nut clusters, and they're absolutely banging. A little bit of milk, job done. You can eat them straight out of the box, to be fair, and have been. T's found his spots, I think, next door to me. Very peaceful there though, just hearing the birds and a slight bit of road noise in the background. Lovely. Well, believe it or not, the video's jumped a bit. It's just gone 6:30. T's gone to work. We watched the water for a bit last night and got an early night. I was up at about 5 yesterday, and I know T had to get up early this morning. Excuse me. So the time and plan of action is to watch this morning, and just watch and watch and watch. I'm not going to reel my rods in until probably about 11 o'clock. So that gives me plenty of time to watch and observe, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. See if I can see if there's any signs, any routines, what they're doing. I don't know, I say routine, I'm not here long enough to see that, but I mean just to see what they're doing, where they're showing, if they are showing. And yeah, go from there. Enjoy this sunrise. And hopefully a slow plodding take of Mr. Pinhead. Yep, -3. Gets better tonight. It is cold. It is cold, man. 5 minutes past 8. Oh, I've just been like sat here this morning. This has been pulled up and just watching. I haven't seen nothing. Lots of bird movement and stuff. A little bit of fizzing, but not in one particular spot. Closer in than further out as well. Probably about 7 maps out. Just worth something keeping on a note on. But I'm just making a coffee now. Second coffee of the day. But yeah, it is Baltic to say the least. So update time, it's now actually 20 to 1, so it's taken a bit of a jump in the video. But when I touched base with you earlier, I'd done exactly what I said. I waited till literally 5 minutes past 11, reeled in my right hand rod. Being that there's a few people turning up now, there's a couple sort of opposite to me to my right. There's a guy over to my right here, this side of the bank. From what I can see, there might be someone in the in one of the pipe rooms now, because there was only one of them. One person was in them last night. The wind's kicking down this end at the moment, and it's coming down more aggressively than it was yesterday. From what I've heard from the bailiff as well, a lot of fish have been coming out from where the people are, so they probably know something I don't. But from what I saw last night, I didn't see any fish come out at all, and I think the bailiff was in peg 3 as well. But while I think of it, some interesting news, and not only for me, for Packup as a brand, as a business. We are attending our first show, and we are going to be heading to the Big One show. Now the Big One show is, funny enough, it's actually around this area. It's the Farnborough, the Big One show. I think they've actually cancelled the other show now. So I'd imagine this one's going to be very, very busy. So if you are going to the Big One show, make sure you come over and say hello, especially if you watch the videos. It really would be appreciated, and it would be lovely to meet some new people. So that's something coming up just the end of March, beginning of March it is, and I'm really looking forward to that. I've had some bread this morning and some jam for my breakfast. Didn't go crazy, I just had some toast with some jam on it basically, and that is what I'd done. And with that, I sort of sat there a little bit longer. Like I said, redone my rods at 11 o'clock, and that basically brings me to where I am now. I flicked them back out, all 3 of them in the end, back on the same spot. So I swung the left down rod a little bit further out, on a hard spot, or I say hard spot, a silty spot, but clear. And that, basically I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to do much more, being that there's loads of people punching rods around and stuff, and I just want to make as little impact to the water as possible, and hopefully the fish sort of maybe swaying towards me, because there's not really too much going on my side. But you know how it is when you turn up at a lake, especially if you've never fished it before, you get in the peg, you start smashing legs around, as did I yesterday. Like I said, I think I've done about 7 or 8 casts, but if you've never been here before and you start smashing it in, that could be 20, 30, 40. Apparently it took T 5 hours to find a spot last time he was up here, which is absolutely crazy, but he persevered, found his spots, and then he had 230. So it's sort of proofs in the pudding. You find the spots and work on it, it's worth doing. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, it's been a bit of a mad rush to get the rods out. One of my alarms has run out of battery, so I've just put another one on now that I've got with me. But I am fishing single tree on its own. I've got one at 13 wraps, and on this 13 wraps, and that one's on the money, and I've put a bit of bait over that just before the ripple. So that's the plan of action this evening. I haven't got any video of me casting and all that. The reasons for that is obviously I'll touch base a lot more tomorrow, and obviously if I have a fish I can sort of say and elaborate a bit more, otherwise it's all a bit boring. But yeah, T's still at work, bless him. He had to go today, he went to work, and he's coming back this evening. There's a grind for you. But yeah, on this swim, look, it's called the bridge swim for a reason, because you have got this behind. You can't fish this bit. It does look mega, and I bet the fish get up here in the summer. Really shallow it is. Doesn't that look cool? But yeah, bridge swim, rods out, better temperatures this evening. Come on the carpies and come on the Parker baits. Very, very quickly, guys, I went to the Essex Carp show a couple of weeks back now, and last year's one I went to the big one show. I wasn't trading there, but I went to the big one show, and I saw this company, Wolf. Now I got this, the gentleman gave me one on the stand at the time, and he said, yeah, take this away from me. And I've been using this the last year, probably about 4 months ago. I lost it, I don't know where it's gone. So when I went to the Essex Carp show this year, I beeline straight for this stand. Walked straight up to the guy, saw the same guy I saw last year. I said, you were the gentleman that served me last year, and I want to come back to buy one of these bad boys, because it's a Kevlar one. What I found is with all the other brands that it rips here and it just really doesn't last. Being that this is like got that special material, I mean literally, alright, granted this is a new one, but the one I had lasted me all year. There was nothing wrong with it. The only reason I got another one is because, well, like I just mentioned, I lost it. So the reason for me bringing this up is a massive, massive, massive shout out to these guys. And if you haven't already, check them out. What a brand, and quality products. And like I said, they're definitely the best finger steel I've ever used. So go and check that out. Pretty dark out there at the moment. T's got his rods out. We're both sat in here now, and I've got this bad boy. A light dinner. Nailed these now. I've had them a few times, but toaster buns and all, with a view. I'm not going to show you that, but I'm going to enjoy the evening and obviously watch the water. It's like a different setting, scenery completely this evening, because the whole temperature massively different. So yeah, it's a good sign. Sorry about the focus there. Come on the car. And these bad boys, not a beat whatsoever through the night, and I haven't heard no one else. But we are watching that sun come up now for the next few hours, and probably go back to bed 10ish. Plan of action. We're misted. Right, wow, I'm about to blow T's mind. Pancakes. Get yourself some of these bad boys. them on there, and in a second I'm going to add some jam and I'll show you. But these will blow your mind. You need to get some. As he eats this, what are you eating? Your fudge brownie porridge?
Sorry, mate. Yeah.
What is it? Chocolate?
Caramel fudge.
Very nice too. Very nice too. Pancake for seconds then, mate. Give me 5. So I've just flipped that over. Do a couple of minutes to one side. I've flipped it over. The tea's going to put some porridge on it in as well in a minute, with some jam. You're going to be in heaven. I am videoing it. Definitely going to be videoing it. Look what he's done. Let's make a jam, porridge, pancake burrito. Lovely.
God knows what it's going to say. So.
God knows. There you go, mate. It looks like a ball bag.
Didn't think that through very well.
No, you didn't. Enjoy. What did you say? You like it?
So, it's pretty bad.
Oh right, cheers mate. Right, can't please them all, can you? I'm more of a jam kind of man. There it is. Lovely, jubbly. You're gonna have to have a jam one next, mate. Just a jam one.
That was horrendous.
Right guys, very quickly I just thought I'd just touch on what's been going on this morning. Now we got up early hours, watched the water, had a coffee, watched the water a bit more, and didn't really see much. Last night, I can't lie, just before bed I saw my first show to the right of me, and I was just in the matey swim to my right as well, sort of at the end of this little island bit, if you like. Fish come out of the water, and very quickly he acted upon it, put a rod in it. I don't think I heard his rods last night. Well, I didn't hear his rods last night, but the bailiff come over last night, had a good chat with him. He was a lovely bloke. Made the joke as well, we were talking about the pinhead. He said, yeah, right hand rod, you're going to have it. It'd be nice. I said, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it? That would be lovely. But I think it's pipe swim and peg free. Fish this similar sort of water over there. If you push your wraps, and that's where the fish have been holding up from what he's pushed to me. And I think 4 bailiffs come around, different bailiffs come around this morning, and I think there's 4 or 5 fish or something like that have been had from that little body of water over there. So whether the fish are packing up, I don't know. I've taken the tactical decision, if you like, today to actually keep my rods in the water. I'm not redoing them. I normally redo them about 11 o'clock and then go from there. I'm actually going to keep them in till just before dark and probably redo them then. I know T's just redone his rods. And that's basically where we're at in the video now, guys. I don't want to sort of go on, talk through bits and bobs, and sort of it's a similar old scenario up here, if you like, with what we're doing throughout the days. I'm leaving my rods, I'm not really doing much, I'm not really topping up or anything like that. It's not really too much to keep in the loop with, but I'll tell you one thing to keep in the loop with, and massive news, and I'm pleased to announce as well, SwimBooker now taking over the basically the ticket platform, if you like, or how to book on to Sandhurst Lakes, which is a great decision, because the reason why I say this is it's really easy to use. I'm not very good with apps and stuff, but yeah, it's really simple, and I like to almost say idiot proof. The SwimBooker app I've used for a while now, and I think it's great. So in the description down below, guys, if you haven't got that already, maybe you're someone who fishes Sandhurst a lot, in the description of this video, click that link, go over, and it'll pull you over and you can sign up. So when it does go live, you can take full advantage, get yourself booked on, whether that be you, your mates, come down, get booked on, and yeah, and go from there, take full advantage of it, because I know for a fact it's pretty damn booked up throughout the duration of this year, but going into next year I think you can book on there. I'm not sure, but that's definitely something I'm going to start looking at. I was lucky to get this session booked in, and this will probably be the last time I'm on here this year. Maybe going into this summer I'd like to come back, but we shall see, we shall see. So I'm going to leave it at that. Hot news, and like I said, take full advantage of it in the description down below. Click that link, sign up to SwimBooker. The second it goes live, then you can go over and obviously book onto your swims. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Watch the water, sit with tea, digest the afternoon, and hopefully I see something to sort of act upon. I'll see you in a bit. What you got there, mate?
Hot and spicy chicken wings.
Hot and spicy chicken wings. Show it to the camera. Where'd you get them from, mate?
I think Co-op, mate.
Co-op? Yeah, they're good, aren't they? We had them last time. You just warm them through. They're pre-cooked anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it. Nice and easy.
Easy. So it is coming up to 4 o'clock now, and I've pulled in that right hand rod when it decides to focus. There we are, right hand rod. And I've forecast it's taken me. I know there was something out there when I turned up, but basically middle, just to the left of this white tree here, just to the left of it, there's a spot. If you go on it, you hit weed. You go to the left of it, you hit sort of silt. So I'm going to put a single on that tonight, not a bag, just a single. And that's what it's going to look like. I've actually played about with that. It's sitting lovely at the moment. That's a wafter with a tiny little 12mm pink fish on top. So that's what I'm going to fish on its own. Tiny little bit of foam on the hook, and that's going to go out there absolutely lovely, hopefully. And that is, how many wraps, Ben? Come on, just over 15 wraps that was. I think 16mm, so that was just over 15. Right hand rod, just there. So that's what I'm going to do now. Happy days. Single over here, and I've been spraying it with the bait spray. It smells lovely. If you just want to come over here a second, T, what I've done is, this is the new flat spot, it's the fruity flat spot. Because it's got these nibs on the end here, it's quite convenient. So what I've been doing is I'm getting a little tub like this. You buy them in the 3 kg, you get the bigger tubs anyway, but what I do is I squeeze the bottle and put the nib in like that. Slowly squeeze the bottle, and as you can see there, the pellets are getting more and more soaked. Just before it builds up, I actually take it out, because you don't want them swimming in it. And then what I've been doing is, over the last couple of days, has just been topping this up as I go with the flat spot. And this is what I've been putting in my bags. It's the new mini mix pellets from Parker Baits. Yeah, look at them. You've got some krill in there, you've got some high, low oil, just basically the perfect bag mix. So that's what I've been doing, putting these in, flat spot, and obviously a little wafter hook bait or something like that. So that's exactly what I'm going to do on this. Make it now, get it out, happy days. Bosh, didn't get any video, but rod number 2 out, just to the left of this tree now. I've got the one just to the right, that's going on the single like I showed you earlier. Let's get that out now. On top of the other rod. 10 number 2. That's the one. Right, wow, that's all 3 rods on the money, and T looks rather funny. So do my alarms at the moment actually, missed the odd one out over there. But happy with them. Middle rod took me a couple of goes. PVA bag I got first time, and that rod there took me a couple of goes, 3 goes I think it was, but it's better to do it and take your time with it. Definitely spoke about this on the channel before. T's one for it. I've seen him 20 casts before, but then 20 minutes later the rods went, and he's like, well there you go, proof in the pudding, this is why I take so long doing what I do. So I'm going to leave it at that. Just walked into a tree behind me, and come on the Carp, go on the Packup baits, one more night to make it happen. Off tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Can't do no much more. Well, tonight's Michelin star, come down Ben, is chicken meatballs. I don't know if you can see them things. Yeah, so there it is, chicken meatballs in tomato sauce. They look lovely, don't they, mate? Finishing it off with some Mexican rice. T's having a gourmet paper rustler burger. To be fair, I had one yesterday or this morning, and they're pretty good, mate.
They're not bad.
They're not bad. You can't knock them, can you? Really. Some of the stuff we ate on the bank, anyway. Yeah, this is looking nice. Very similar to cat sick, but can't grumble. Some chili flakes in there, and oh god, look at me, mate. Oh mate, T, you pushed the boat out, toasted buns. Oh yeah, look at that, mate. It's definitely burning though.
Yeah, pans. A bit funny, mate.
Right, just had a mouthful, it's lovely, the chilli coming through. T, you want some of this, mate?
Oh, that's alright, fella.
You sure?
Yeah, man, that's cool, dude.
You're missing out, mate. as he looks down at his rustler bag. Chocolate chip pancakes. It's looking absolutely lovely out there, it really is. A very mild night. No fish showing, nothing. Just sat on my own, T sat on his own over there, we're just literally locked on, but not really much more I can do, but I'm probably going to get my head down soonish. No more to report. That's been out for this evening. Another shocker. Had a few beeps in the middle of the night, my right hand rod, probably about 11, something like that. Started beep beep beep. Ran down to my rod, no more action, and that is literally all I've had all night. Most of the people in front of me have now packed up. The guy, geezer directly in front of me is packing up. The guy to my right of me is gone. Pretty much the whole lake is starting to sort of slowly disappear now, which is gutted, mate. I'm on a bit of a stint at the moment. Again, if anybody watches the channel, the last couple of sessions I've been out, I haven't had the most luck. Don't get me wrong, the weather's not really been on my side. As I turn up here -3, it always seems to be the blooming way, doesn't it, lately? I mean, I just keep picking the bad weather, or these terrible stints, and then it goes up, and then it's nice for a bit. I thought it was going to be nice last night, and it was going to happen, but nobody's really been catching part of people in that same peg. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I physically can't do no much more in this, but the rod's still out. They're still on the dance floor, and I have still got till 11 o'clock, I think it is. So I'm going to do till 11 o'clock, I would imagine, and I'm going to slowly start packing down everything like I have started doing, like I've mentioned already. But that's all I can do now. That's all I can do. Just got to stay positive and really hope for the best, and just hopefully next time I'm out I think about Tobber next week. So next video I'm doing some work up Tobber. We've got a little social going on. It was actually in January, I think it was, and then it's had to be postponed because when we turned up, well, we didn't turn up around the lake, it was frozen, so we got the dates moved. So now we're going up next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tobber Manor. I think there's about 10 people going up, so it's going to be interesting, to be a laugh, I'm sure. And again, that video will come in, that will be a Sunday upload. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that now, guys, and slowly start packing down and just hope and pray one of them rod tanks off. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Rod's still out, still time. He's sound out at the moment. I don't want to wake him up. He's got till 12, he's got a bit later, to be fair. But whether he's staying on, I don't know. They're all gone. There's one bloke packing up here, but all these are gone. Matey's just gone there. There's one bloke over here, maybe he's staying on. The 2 people in the corner have gone. 1, 2 and 3 have, or 3's packing up, 1 and 2 are gone. The guy in there, over there, is still in there. And then, is it Little Pipes, I think you say? That's been free all weekend, believe it or not. Probably the last time this year it's going to be free all weekend, I would imagine. Alongside some of these key pegs, I think one of the pegs or 2 of the pegs here and here were open. They're good pegs. Just hopefully I'll get some luck now. Not too confident though, to be honest with you. Wow, that's the rods on the floor behind me. There's a work party going on as well, and I think working's going to start around the lake in a second. But unfortunately them rods haven't gone. I'm going to literally reel them in a sec, and I'm just a bit gutted. It is what it is. The conditions have been against us. It went up that second night thinking it was going to happen, and then moving on to the last night I thought it was going to happen again, but it just didn't happen. Nothing's come out this end of the lake whatsoever. All the fish that have come from that sort of section in front of Peg 3 and the pipe swim, they're both fishing that similar sort of water. And that's where 90%, well, all of the fish come from. I think he's had 5 now, and the mateys in Peg 3 then had 3, I think he had. So yeah, fair play to them 2 for having it off. And I'm gonna go now. Got the hour drive home, which I'm not really looking forward to, but this is a local one for us, so I can't really grumble. But that is this week's video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you have, give us a thumbs up, make sure you comment down below, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos going forward, and I'll see you all very, very, very soon. Peace out.